What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Coastal Countdown, the official preview and post show of Coastal Empire Wrestling. I'm Mr. Cincinnati, one half of the Wrestling Junkies podcast. I'm joined by the podcast dad as well. His screen seems to be off.
I'm here.
Oh,
no, I'm here. I know what we're talking about, and I don't want my face to be associated with that, but I'm here.
I love you. I was gonna say I'm not doing that for 40 minutes. I'm not doing that for 40 minutes. No, absolutely not. You're a grown man. Just wake up. Wake up. You can comment on it, but there are no details yet. Anyway,
I'm not commenting on anything. Did you see what Simon did?
And we're back. Yes, I saw it. I saw everything. I did. Look. Whatever. He doesn't scare me, all right? He's not intimidating me. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining us this evening. You can find us on X and TikTok at Junkies Pod. Excuse me. You can like us on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram at Wrestling Junkies Pod. But most importantly, do us a favor. Subscribe to that YouTube channel. We are on the road to 500 subscribers. 486, I believe, is the number. So there are some people that don't want to hear you sing podcast, Dad.
I guess not. Hey, I guess not. You guys don't want to hear me sing. Whatever. That's on y'all.
Well, we'll make it happen sooner or later. But anyway, all it takes is one. Tell one person about the Wrestling Junkies movement and come join our community and show some love to our friends at the Main Event Wrestling Network at mainevent_net. Podcast Dad, we have a new member of the crew, the WrestleHolics podcast, DC Hendricks. We know him very well and does fantastic work with Body Slam. This is a huge one for the Main Event group, and I'm excited for what's to come in the rest of 25.
Main event moves. That's all we do here now is main event moves. It's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and the only way to do it is to follow, subscribe, and like.
That is 1,000% correct. And come on, it's 4th of July time. Everybody needs some new merch. GorillaPressApparel.BigCartel.com. Promo code WJP2024 gets you 25% off site-wide. Podcast Dad Trivia Tuesday will be making its return in July, so people are going to have a chance to win some really, really cool shit.
Nice. I do have some trivia for you maybe next week as well, so get ready. We might have a return.
Okay. Well, I can't wait to hear what it is, and you can be on the lookout for that. And the rules are posted on our X account. Podcast Dad, we have Coastal Case Files to break down. There's Tusslepalooza coming up this Saturday. There's a lot to break down the world of Coastal Empire Wrestling. I love you, but can we please get through the next 40 minutes? Can you just be a fucking adult, please?
No, because now I know it bothers you, and it's so much fun. It's the best thing. It's the best thing.
But from a production standpoint, come on, who wants to watch one face and then one guy who just refuses to be on screen? Okay,
you're right. I am the prettier of the two, so I'll stay on.
Whatever. It's got nothing to do with it. But anyway, okay, we have to start here. Simon may or may not have tortured somebody right before the start of Coastal Case Files last month. And Randall Reno found himself. I don't want to smarter.
Don't say it.
Don't say it. Yeah, it's.
This is why. This is why I'm afraid of it. Did you see how angry he was? Whatever.
I did.
Allegedly, supposedly, I don't know another word, is on that tape. Clearly, Simon doesn't want that out.
Well, so, it's a little too late. It's not too late for that. But at this point, look, inquiring minds want to know the fact that he is basically cut all ties with Randall Reno III, despite being his prized Coastal Empire Wrestling heavyweight champion for the better part of 2024. That relationship is done, and it is all about what is on this VHS. And it's got to be something from the past, right? I mean, who has the VHS anymore?
I would assume so. I mean, yeah, it's a VCR, by the way. I don't know who has
a
VCR anymore, but you would have to play it in a VCR. When was the last time you saw a VCR? I think mine was actually at a wrestling show and somebody used it as a weapon. So that was the last time I've seen one. I don't know if they still exist.
Maybe in Max's parents' basement recently. That might be the last time I've seen a VCR.
All right.
We found this collection of N64.
Inquiring minds want to know. But no, this was not. It was kind of hard to watch. We're gonna be honest. Simon would scare me. Clearly, there like I said, clearly there's something on that tape. Reno knows what's on that tape. Skywalker knows what's on that tape.
Right.
It's going to happen. It's going to get released. I am terrified to see what happens.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about a little in-ring action here, because despite being violently attacked by Simon, Randall Reno did get the win against Sergeant Scratch. It was a relatively quick matchup, but you have to think at this point, it does feel like there's a mutiny rising in the Coastal locker room when it comes to Simon in general, and I feel like Randall's gonna, whenever he resurfaces, he's gonna lead the charge here.
It was a gutsy win, and now that he's kind of separated himself, yes, he was the world champion at some point, but he seems to be kind of on the upswing again now that he's separated away from Simon. I hope the uprising happens. Simon has Coastal Empire with, I don't want to say an iron fist. I think I want to say a good hand over Coastal Empire Wrestling. But you see what I did there. You liked that, didn't you? That was good. You loved that. You loved it. You loved it. You loved it. But yes, the uprising may happen sooner rather than later. But again, that train's moving. I'm not getting in front of it. Especially now.
Speaking of the good hand, though, there was a little bit of interaction between Good Hand with Jay Miller, who has been flanking them as of late. Nikki 8, Tommy Mars, talking about this attack on Nikki 8, and there's some speculation with Allen brothers behind it. I mean, they did have the advantage in the Slaughterhouse match a couple of months ago as a result of this attack. I've got some other theories, but has your thought or position changed on who might have taken Nikki out?
I don't know if my position ever had a position to begin with. I still don't know who did it. There's a clear and obvious one in my mind. The Good Hand were there, right? They just magically showed up right afterwards. I'm not saying it happened. I don't know how it happened. He could have just slipped and fell for all we know. We don't. I don't know if it was the Allen brothers. I think that might be. They seem like upstanding young men. I don't know if they would resort that low, right?
Yeah.
Who knows? Like, again, Coastal Empire's got a lot of behind the scenes stuff going on that they may need to, help with that security tape a little bit better. They might need to invest in that.
Well, I do have a theory on who it might be, but we'll talk about that when his match actually comes up here. We got to talk about Tommy Mars, Mason Allen. Tommy Mars believes that it is the Allens, as we've previously said. I mean, this was a fun match. It's a breakout moment for Mason Allen, who is, one of the mainstays of that family. Yep. Yeah, there are a lot of them.
You say breakout, he lost.
No, Mars won via submission. That's fine.
So Mason Allen was the breakout.
Yeah, no, I think it was. I mean, this wasn't his night, but it's his opportunity to stay. What do we call Coastal?
I was just about to say that. What have we seen, though? If you lose, it might get called. Your number might get called sometimes. You got to be careful there. Yes, it was a breakout for sure. Allen Brothers got to start getting some wins, man. They got the big upset win a couple months ago, but they got to start getting some wins, because Coastal Empire Wrestling is the land of opportunity, and if you aren't hitting on that opportunity, it can be gone like that.
And I mean, Tommy Mars is certainly making the most of his opportunities being in the singles division. You can't help but wonder if he knows more than meets the eye, and that's certainly something that I'm inclined to believe.
I mean, maybe. For me, it doesn't make a ton of sense to take out your own partner before a huge title match, but I don't know what's going through that man's head. Maybe it was, hey, I want to break out on my own. I don't know if that's the way to go about it, but we had him on our show, and there's some tension there, so I don't know if I put it past him, is what I'm going to say.
I mean, it's kind of hard. I mean, you can't help but think that, and I think that Mars is not the only one involved in it for sure. and again, we'll talk about that match here in a little bit. But next up, Rosario Grillo versus Young Mighty Joe. This is Grillo's Coastal debut. Young Mighty Joe getting the win by submission, despite Pat Roach, being involved. And sounds like we've got another fun match coming up here in the next few months between Young Mighty Joe and Pat Roach. He's a wild card, Young Mighty Joe. Absolute wild card.
Never count him out. Good showing from Rosario. But again, it's tough to go up against Young Mighty Joe because you have no idea what the hell he's going to do at any point. He is, to borrow a phrase, kind of that ultimate underdog role where, man, look at the size of this guy. There's no way he's going to do anything, right? Wrong. He does it, and he does it well. Look, Pat Roach has a bone to pick. Last time we saw Young Mighty Joe against somebody with a bone to pick, they went to war. So get ready, because if you're stepping to Young Mighty Joe, you might just get knocked out.
Yeah, I mean, this is a guy, and
it's crazy.
I think from the sample size of work that we've seen from him so far, we have to start talking about his name in the Coastal Chaos Championship title picture, right?
We're getting close. That title picture is getting a little bit more cloudy every day now. There are a lot of people with opportunities, including the longest reigning, defending, forever champion that we'll talk about later, that also has to make a case for that world title. But
no, I'm just saying Coastal Chaos, just the Chaos Championship at this point. I don't think we're quite in the heavyweight title picture for him just yet.
Oh my goodness! Are you? Oh my goodness!
No, not Hakeem. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm still talking about Young Mighty Joe. At this point, he's had enough sample size that we should be talking about when are we going to get Hakeem versus Young Mighty Joe for the championship.
I understand what you're saying.
He's not ready yet. What more is it that you want to see from Young Mighty Joe that he hasn't shown us already?
Is anybody ready for Hakeem Young?
Well, you just said that Young Mighty Joe, you can't count him out of anything. So he is the most unpredictable potential challenger that there is here. So again, my question to you is, what more do you need to see from Young Mighty Joe for us to have that conversation? When are we going to get that match?
Beat Pat Roach.
Okay. All right.
Pat Roach step to you, beat him. There you go.
Okay.
Is he gonna? You think he can do anything against Hakeem Young? Hakeem Young might just be anything. So we'll see. We'll talk about him later. Don't worry. Don't you worry.
Yeah,
don't you worry.
Oh, I know that we will.
Don't you worry.
You're a TikTok guy, right? You can follow us on X and TikTok at Junkies Pod. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen Richard Holiday's skit where he's in the gym doing some shoulder training with a kettlebell?
I have. Yes, I did see that.
Oh yeah,
that was really funny. That was pretty funny. Yeah, it was good.
That's Hakeem's workout regimen as of late. So yeah.
So you mean winners?
Nah, he's just somebody. Okay, Hakeem.
You winners. Winners. It kind of looks like a tush push.
I was just going to point out that he must be a big Shinsuke Nakamura fan. That's all I was going to say. Next match, we got the Good Hand taking on Robert and Steve Allen here. So a different combination of the Allen brothers. Obviously, Good
Same
Hand
result.
He's on fire.
It's different combination of the Allen brothers. Same result, man. The Good Hand is on fire. God, we say it every time when we get on here.
Yeah.
I don't know who's stopping them. We do have someone back within Coastal Empire Wrestling. Maybe they can, get that trio back together and kind of get in front of maybe what the new trio is looking like for the Good Hand. But my goodness, the Good Hand is just who's stopping them? Who is stopping them? And no disrespect to the Allen brothers, they're gutsy as hell, but
yeah,
I cannot bet against them.
Yeah, you can't. And we give the Allen brothers all the credit in the world because they're standouts in the Carolinas. Georgia wrestling has been an entirely different beast over the last year and a half plus. We have seen it firsthand. So, what was working in the Carolinas is not working here because they did come in with some fanfare, got a win, and it's kind of been crickets since. And despite having the advantage and being down at, in Simon Slaughterhouse as far as the superstars, could have taken advantage there, but they were not able to do it. So I think that I mean, I'm personally kind of hitting the panic button. I do want to see an about face and see them kind of rebound from this losing streak, but it's a whole lot of panic, not much disco from Mr. Cincinnati here.
No, all three Allen brothers losing. All right, are you drinking a Sprite? Hey, cheers on you. I got my own.
Oh, look at that.
But you said it doesn't. They had success in the Carolinas, not transitioning. I guess is the word to Georgia. You know what works well in Georgia, the Carolinas, Tennessee, wherever across the country.
What was that? Say it again.
The good hand. Okay. No matter where they go, they win. No matter where they go, they are winning. They do. Get in front of it and get run over.
Well versed, both internationally traveled. Shug D is a true former world champion. It's hard to take that with him.
On the PWI 500?
75, I believe. Yeah.
Oh, you better hope you're right because you know he'll get us.
No, okay. I'm gonna look that
up. No. You can't save face now. No.
I know
Shug.
It is. I know.
Shug, he's after you. He's after you. Remember, I love you.
Whatever. Of course, it's not in his bio, but okay. I'm so confident.
Another shot.
It's not. I'm just saying. It's
you get in front of the train. I will not be your tag partner. Got the new one. I'm not getting in front.
No, I'm just gonna have them mail that VHS straight to your house.
I will burn this thing down. So Bryce and Dax.
They fucking hate each other.
Edit that out.
They fucking hate each other.
In the notes, and hey, here we go. I am. You say clearly a bullshit pin.
Because it is. It was. The shoulder was off the fucking mat.
What have we been saying about these refs?
I know. It's only getting more. And shit happened. Shit happened in that match, the Coastal Chaos Championship match, the fucking main event. What?
No, nothing happened in the Coastal Chaos match we're talking about. The champion retained. We'll talk. This one, yes. Bryce's shoulder was clearly off the mat.
Your fucking selective blindness is.
You have. I don't know. I can't. Sometimes I take these off and I can't. I literally can't see. And it must have been that one moment where I took them off to clean them real quick, and then I put them back on, and I see Akeem as the champion still.
You look like Steve Smith from American Dad without glasses.
All right.
Very much so. Yeah.
I'm not going to insult you because I love and respect you.
No, it's just a comparison.
I definitely don't look like Steve Smith. I don't.
A little bit.
Shut up. You have already pissed Bryce off enough. Now you've done it even more.
Mm-hmm.
Dax, run as fast and as far as you can. You got the win. Get out of Dodge.
And I mean, I know we're going to talk a little bit more about Tusslepalooza here, but next month they're going to choose each other's opponents, and this is the land of opportunity in Coastal Empire Wrestling. We say that all the time. That's no different here, and this is a massive opportunity to be on the right side of Coastal Empire Wrestling history here for whoever is picked in both of these matches here. So we'll give our predictions on those a little bit later, but I just wanted in the back of your mind to think about who potential challengers could be in this situation. But yeah, Dax, I think at this point might have bitten off more than he can chew. Bryce is angry. He feels like he's being underestimated. He is coming back from a serious knee injury that derailed most of his 2024, and he's been vocal about what could my career be looking at right now had I had the chance to wrestle in 2024 for the entire calendar year. And he's had some massive matches within the last couple of months. But this is a grudge match. This is beyond anything. Yeah.
This is what this is. It's that thorn in his side right now. It's that itch that he's just got to scratch, get it off of him, get over the hump. Because right now Dax has his number. Like, let's not say what it not is. Like, Dax has his number. He's gotten in Bryce's head, and Bryce needs to, focus up and get this win. Like, don't let the emotion overcome you enough where you're not as focused, right? I put the serious hat on real quick. We like Bryce. Bryce is a friend.
Yep.
don't get over emotional about this. You just gotta. I know they hate each other. I know that you can clearly see it. But to beat Dax, who is in your head, you gotta stay clear-minded. You gotta focus and beat him, because once that's done, dude, he's off to the moon. But he's just gotta get this off his chest.
Yeah. This isn't happening anytime soon either. They're picking each other's opponents. I mean, this is far from over at this point. And it's getting to the point where it's like you're gonna have to put somebody 6 feet under. I feel like in order to.
Don't say that too loud. We've seen them do that before.
I know.
We've seen some body bags. Don't say that too loud. Coastal Empire Wrestling is crazy. They might actually do that.
It is. I know. This is.
We know Bryce is crazy. He's wrestled in a frat house.
Yeah.
Bryce will do whatever it takes.
This is nothing. It's child's play. Yeah. No, it's okay. We had Jay Alpha Miller taking on Jimmy Wild. Jimmy, who has been filling in with Tommy Mars in the place of Nikki 8. Jay Alpha Miller gets more and more comfortable in a coastal ring with each passing month, and the crowd is starting to get behind him too, which he was pleasantly surprised, I feel like, in some of those near falls that the crowd is on his side.
I don't know how well the good hand's going to like that, but J.F. Miller's kind of at a crossing road in his CEW career at the moment. Like, do you attach yourself to the good hand, or do you listen to the crowd and kind of play into that? Like, where does he want to be? It's going to be an interesting next couple months for Jay, and then see what does he want. Like, I don't know if he knows what he wants at this point. It's going to be interesting. And then Jimmy Wild, I know you want to talk about it. I know it's on your mind because I knew that's what you were talking about.
I think he did it. I think he did it. It creates a land of opportunity. He created one for himself. Let's not act like this isn't something we haven't been seeing in the world of professional wrestling over the last year.
Yeah. I'm not going to allege it, but I could see it. Again, I could see it.
But I will say his float over into a pedigree was really, really cool.
Never seen that. That was cool.
That was yeah. I really like that.
Really cool. It's been a while since I haven't seen something in wrestling, but it seems to be always CEW where I haven't seen that before. Mm-hmm. Never seen somebody in the ring getting water poured on their face.
Yeah. Dunked into bobbing for apples without apples.
Yeah. Not the word that you tried to use earlier.
Schmorted.
Yeah, it rhymes with that.
I didn't say it.
All right. Now to the match of the night. Go ahead. No, go ahead and try to taint this win as well. Go ahead and try to taint this win as well, even though Mosley was the one that, started the cheating.
I'm just going to read my notes here of how. Let's just play out this sequence towards the finish here. Action spills outside. Hakeem confronts Pep, distracting the ref. Hakeem hits a low blow while ref is tangled up with Pep for a 2 count. Zach hits his own while ref is once again distracted with the Pep. 2 count. Fuck ton of near falls. Pep eventually ejected. Hakeem attempts to use the belt. Zach drop kicks it into his face. Mosley hits an armbar. Hakeem tapped out, but the ref didn't see it. Hits the thrashing. Hakeem retains, yes. But.
So, here's the thing. And we like Zach Mosley. We do. He's
okay, choose your words, right?
Gave us a great opportunity. Attacked him before the bell, is what I just heard. So, yes, did Hakeem maybe hit him below the belt? Sure. It's wrestling. Sometimes, it was sweaty. It happens. Mosley then did the same thing, correct? Is that what I saw?
Is that
what I saw?
I read the notes. No.
And then part of your notes is Hakeem confronts Pep, and then that somehow causes Pep to distract the referee? How is that Hakeem's fault?
Everybody apart. It's the ref.
How's that Hakeem's fault?
Apart. Hakeem should have sat there, ate his damn food, and just focused on his fucking match. But here we are once again, another Coastal Chaos Championship match where we're talking about the integrity of the Coastal Chaos champion and what he's doing to retain the title.
Anything he can.
We're having the conversation now.
At the point of winning a championship and retaining the championship.
Yeah, well, you know, if you're gonna stick your nose so far up his ass, how about you tell him to have a little fucking integrity?
Would you be having the same reaction if this was Zach?
That would be
no, shit, you would not. No, you would not. Here
I also find it quite curious. I find it quite curious.
No. All I saw was Hakeem hit the thrashing. 1, 2, 3. That's
not all you saw, and we both fucking know it. But here's the thing: I love how you want to criticize the refs during the Dax and Bryce match, where you're saying, "Oh, the referees and officiating's coming up again." No, Dax and Bryce, when the shoulder was up, you had something to say about the officiating during that match. Where you're not going to say anything. Yeah, but you're not going to say anything about the officiating and the maintaining of order during this match, where all of this shit ended up happening. You have nothing to say about this, and that they need to tighten shit up. You have nothing to say about it because it's a
So why wasn't Mosley disqualified?
Same reason that Hakeem wasn't.
Did Mosley not attack him before the bell?
Well, bell rang immediately after, so you know.
But when he hit him, was that not before the bell?
That was before the bell. That was during intros.
Right. Well, thanks.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying everything. You know.
And I don't think he tapped. I think he was trying to get up. I think that's what it was. I think he was just trying to get up. You know, we've seen that before. We've seen that in wrestling.
Hakeem tapped out. That's all I'm going to say.
Hakeem tapped out. I don't think he tapped.
Hakeem tapped out.
He didn't because he's still the champion. So, from my perspective, still the champion. From everybody else's perspective, still the champion. You can say that. I mean,
I am saying it.
If I could type in here, I would type Hakeem retains too. If you want to put that in there too. Can you put that in there?
We've already pointed out there. The record's out there. Yeah,
put that in. Put that in there.
Yeah, he retained his title, but he did it in a super shiesty fashion. I can criticize that if I want to.
Shiesty.
Yeah.
Ric Flair does it. He's the dirtiest player in the game, and he gets loved. Hakeem does it, and he's trash.
Yeah, well, Ric Flair allegedly is taking dumps while he's at bars, and people are noticing the smell. Like
He's never taken a dump at a bar.
No, but like he's like shitting on himself is what I'm hearing. It's a rumor. It's a rumor that apparently he just can't control his faculties.
But I don't know why we're still talking about this. But got weird. But look, Pep calls out Hakeem. Okay, that's fine. Is Zach Mosley going to be at ringside? That doesn't seem fair to Hakeem,
we don't
does
know.
It? Didn't really seem fair. Again, they stack the deck. They stack the deck against Hakeem. Maybe that's why he has to resort to these tactics. Because every single time he has to go defend the championship, there's always something. Why is Pep out there? Was it not Mosley versus Hakeem?
So because he has a manager, which is allowed, and Pep was a commentary. Okay, well, Pep was a commentary, and he was a commentary. He was out there.
Why? Why do I need a special guest commentator for this match? Why not? Why wasn't Pep out there for the whole night?
Are you gonna?
Why was it just this match? Why was it just this match? Why couldn't he come out there the whole night? Why wasn't he out there for Bryce?
Because that was one that Bryce. We both know that's a battle Bryce needed to deal with alone, and didn't want any distractions. Didn't want anybody out there.
So why couldn't Zach deal with this one alone?
I don't know. You want to ask him that question? Zach, podcast dad wants to know the answer to that question.
Hey, Pep, why don't you come on our show finally, and I'll ask you that question.
Stop trying to make fetch happen, all right?
And still, next.
Chad Skywalker, Hunter James for the Coastal Empire Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. I really did enjoy this. I think that this is Hunter's best championship match thus far. Skywalker, we know that he can do a little bit of everything in the ring here, but I was very impressed with the fact that he wanted to keep it on the ground, which is no easy feat because not only is Hunter second generation, he's grown up wrestling professionally and Greco-Roman freestyle. So it was not going to be an easy test whatsoever. But I mean, the big thing was the tape here, which was in the possession of Diana Michelle. Simon Sermon didn't like that. It was basically hot potato with the tape. Everybody during the match gets their hands on it. But this is one that Simon, I don't know. I think that as much as Simon is wanting to see this tape destroyed and never see the light of the day, he's not asserting dominance here. He's fucking flailing, man.
I would be too if something was on that tape that I don't want anybody to see. There's clearly something on there that he definitely doesn't want anybody to see. But Skywalker needs to stay focused, and that's why he lost his match.
Yeah, there were a lot of distractions here. This was a big
what
opportunity for
means
Skywalker.
What means more to you, that tape or the title? And I think clearly it's the tape.
Yeah.
Because if I'm in a world title match, I'm focused on the title. That's just me.
That's fair. That's fair. And I mean,
Hunter took advantage of it because he's a great champion, and that's what great champions do. Hunter didn't care about the damn tape. Hunter cares about that. That I was going to say something real bad. Hunter cares about that title because he is the face of Coastal Empire Wrestling right now.
Yes,
and that's all that matters is that world title. So yes, the tape is great. Whatever happens, happens. Skywalker, we thought was going to get his hands on Simon next month, but
yeah,
doesn't look like that's happening.
Well, it's not to say that there won't be somebody in his stead. Let's talk about the Tusslepalooza card right here. Look, we have got Tyler Stevens, and he's taking on Chad Skywalker, so presumably in place of Simon Sermon here. I mean, if there was ever a heavy hitter to call in for an opportunity like this, it's the Wall.
Yeah, no, I'd be terrified if I challenge Simon and Tyler Stevens walks out instead.
Yeah.
Yes, I would be upset.
Yeah.
We got the pick your poison. Are you ready for those? Is Bryce ready for that?
Oh, 1,000%.
Is Dax ready for that?
Not as ready as Bryce is. Because Bryce sees this as an opportunity to get his hands on Dax once again. If he can make it through picking his poison, he has an excuse to have another match against him. Bryce is fighting with his back against the wall here. He's the one that lost last month. Shitty fashion. It's a loss. I'm not saying it's what's going to go into the record books as a loss. It is. But at this point, if he can win pick your poison, it gives him another bite at the apple here that Dax may not be wanting to give. And I think that Dax is going to be thinking about what happened last month, and he's not going to have his eyes on the prize here.
There's not as much pressure on Dax, that is for sure. Dax can throw out the excuse if I didn't know who it was. Bryce can't, because Bryce, again, like you just said, the record book is going to state Dax beat Bryce. Bryce needs to win this to, like you just said, and you've been spot on right here, get another bite of the apple. Because, again, clearly Bryce needs to beat Dax to move on to what he wants to do next. This is where it starts. Beat the mystery opponent, and we'll see what happens.
Couldn't agree more. Let's see what else we have up here. We have got Sergeant Scratch laying down the law. Probably something more to do with Simon Sermon. This is just going to be the never-ending saga here. Boss Daddy is going to make his presence felt, even though he doesn't have the balls to get in the ring and do what he said he's going to do, which is what it is.
You said
that's
that.
okay. I did say that. Nothing wrong with it.
I didn't say a word. Yes, Christian Taylor and Young Mighty Joe. Again, another one for Young Mighty Joe to go out there and, again, prove his worth.
Yep.
Prove where he is on this card. Hey, maybe you can step up to Hakeem. It's not going to be a fair match. It's going to be a fair match. But if Young Mighty Joe maybe comes out by himself, maybe it will be a fair match.
Controversy of some kind for every Hakeem Young match that's happened for the most part in 2025. Every single one. Oh, but it's his problem. It's not his problem. It's no one's fault. It's not Hakeem's fault. Okay.
All I know is Hakeem gets attacked before the bell. There's always people out there not on Hakeem's side. Hakeem's always by himself, is he not?
He is always out there by himself.
Okay, then. Defending his championship, always doing it to the nth degree, and keeps winning.
He's getting
I'm sorry,
desperate.
you don't. Did you hear what I said before that, though? He keeps winning.
Yeah, but I don't care. He's getting desperate.
See, clearly on this show, we know who likes the winners, so I will continue to follow the winner because that's just what it's about. That's fine. Right, you can sit at home and watch the winners. It's cool.
As opposed to you sitting at home watching?
Yeah, winners. And supporting the winners. You don't. You sit there and make a little mean face. He cheated. He didn't cheat. He won. But you think the tush push is cheating too, don't you?
No, I don't think the fucking tush
Kevin
push is
Cantrell and Tyler Shoop. This one got a little personal.
It did. The Cantrell, who should be Coastal Chaos champion right now, against Tyler Shoop. Both men need wins here.
Yeah, they do.
I'm done. I'm done with this. Okay, let's
stop bringing it up. You keep bringing it up.
I can do my little side eye comments. It's your job to just keep the train moving. How about that?
No, it's not.
Or no, is it my responsibility?
Stop bringing it up.
It's my responsibility.
Clearly.
I'm in charge of the pacing. I'm in charge of. Really?
Somebody's in your head. Hakeem, get out of Mr. Cincinnati's head. You keep bringing him up. I stopped bringing him up again. You keep bringing him up.
But the fact that there's so many examples he can bring up throughout all of the matches and keep breaking down.
You can't yell at me about talking about him and then keep bringing him up.
Okay, who are you picking in this match then?
Shoot needs a win.
Yeah.
Shoot needs a win badly.
Yeah. So is Cantrell.
I mean, Cantrell is coming off that loss, though. Like, Shoot is coming off a bunch of losses. And I didn't say that out loud because he'll come suplex me, but
you literally just said it. But I'm still gonna go Shoot.
Shoot, you want to get back to Hunter James. I mean, it's getting dark real early for you. You got to start doing this soon.
Yeah,
because Hunter James is all the way up here right now,
and the line is forming quickly.
And you are not in that library at the moment.
Doesn't mean he can't be. But
he can definitely get back in there, and this would be a big win for him, especially after Cantrell called him out like that.
Yeah,
like prove that you do work hard.
You didn't say it right, but anyway.
Whatever. Shut up. Tommy Mars and Rando Reno III.
Oh, look, another opportunity for Tommy Mars. Now this tag team partner is on the shelf
against a guy that is really hot at the moment, but has the dogs barking at him. So opportunities there, Tommy.
It is. This could be a massive. Yeah. At this point, we don't know what kind of headspace that Reno is going to be in. It was a very traumatic experience for him at Coastal Case Files, and that's.
But then one. You know what I mean? Like, all right, Tommy, you're stepping up a level in competition.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Reno because I think he needs this win to get his hands on Simon, no matter what the end game of that is. But to have any shot at getting within a nano hair of Simon, he needs to win. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just saying words.
I don't even think it's a nano hair.
Are you an English teacher or some shit like the?
No, but I did.
Okay, so why
English in high school?
Can we just finish this, please? This is just
Hunter James and J Alpha Miller. Hey.
Oh.
Land of opportunity. Again, what did we just say, though? Where's J Alpha Miller's head? Hunter James is focused on the title. J Alpha Miller, you with the good hand, you with the crowd. Are you focused on this match?
Look, we haven't seen a formal sort of extension of an invitation. However, my concern about this match is that Suge and Wall might find this as an opportunity to try to lure him into their good graces by being present for him at ringside or having some involvement in this match. If Hunter wants to walk out with this title, he needs to keep his head on a swivel. I mean, more so probably than he's had to all year. This is the power dynamic of Coastal is on the line in this match this weekend. Good Hand is on fire. You add the heavyweight championship to those ranks. We've already said them boys are unstoppable wherever they go. We see what other promotions that they have a vice grip on. And if you add a third to that, game over.
It's going to be an interesting match. Again, I need to see where his head's at. Because we know where Hunter James' head's at.
Yeah. Final prediction?
Hunter James. Yeah,
it's hard to go against him. I know Jay, big win last month, came in with a lot of fanfare to Coastal as a whole.
I've yet to see a crack in that armor since Hunter James has won that title.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
Until I see a crack, I'm not betting against him at the moment.
Yeah. Well, that is going to do it for us this evening. Thank you all again so much for joining us. You can find us on X and TikTok at JunkiesPod. Subscribe to that YouTube channel. We're on the road to 500. We're 14 away. Tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your situationship, baby daddy, dispensary person, bartender, therapist, what have you. At @mainevent_net on all social media platforms. Check out WrestleHolics and DC Hendricks. Brand new content coming soon. Gorilla Press Apparel. BigCartel.com, promo code WJP2024 gets you 25% off site wide. We will be back next week with some brand new episodes of the Wrestling Junkies podcast. Dad, this was a fiery exchange today. I love you nonetheless. I wouldn't want to do this with anybody else.
That's fine. Hey, you're a professional lawyer. You should be used to arguing.
I am, but still,
I'm just hard-headed.
I love you. Yeah. Can't argue with that. Anyway,
hey, I love you, but I love Akeem Young more.
Gross. God.